Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for another day like this. And I want to speak briefly on the importance of performance management. Globally, performance is what you say and do. So it's not about stories, it's about data, facts behind it. And so, as we look at performance management, many people think it's about bringing some papers together and scribble some few things together. No, that's not performance management. So there's the measurement part of performance management, and there's the exact tracking of what actually happened. And we don't measure without first reflecting what the organization stands out for, because you see that there are three layers of management, measurement in performance management. You have the corporate performance itself and the global performance of the business. How have we consolidated all our activities as individuals, as team, as units to achieve corporate agendas and goals? And you see that in form of financials, see that in forms of our processes, that in forms of learning. I mean, system learning. I see that in terms of customers, retention, satisfaction, patronage, continuity, anticipation, and customer retention. So at the peak, before it gets there, you come back to the departmental. How have we built team effectiveness? So that is the collective genesis of everyone in that department. So how are we working together? Are we driving collaborations? Are we driving shared mindsets? Are we driving leverage? Are we driving integrations, grids? And then you come back to individuals, where you see each person demonstrating their skills, experience, competence, capabilities, dexterity, uniqueness, and contributions. And so when we measure corporate success, it doesn't just comes from the sky or the blue, it begins with individuals. So when you consolidate the individuals, it gives you the team. When you consolidate various teams, various departments, it gives you the corporate. So at every point in time we are talking about performance management, we are referring to the entire system. And that embodiment reflects back to how individuals have built themselves, how they have contributed, and how they have supported the agenda of the system. So how do we fix it at the top? We don't fix it from the top, we fix it, begin from the bottom. Well, you may say, why? Why? When we say bottom, we're not referring to um, bottom in terms of individuals as such. We are referring to bottom in terms of setting out what is person's contributions we do to the team, and the team we do to the system. Because at the top, it's a consolidation of what happened from individuals to team. Because the system, the top does not exist in isolation. It's a sequence. It's a sequential outcome of what happened from individuals to team. And so this individual has to do with not just the lower people, from the board members, each board members, how do they contribute to the system? How do they support? How do they strategize? How do they contribute? How do they impart? How do they make decisions? How do they think? So the thinking uh, resourcefulness of the board members will affect what the system executes. In the layer of leadership, you see the top, they formulate policies. This is where we are going. Okay. So when they do that, if they formulate wrong policies, you're going to have issue with implementation. And so the middle, we have to implement and then democratize those things from the top and say, this is what we now do to get there. And so then you trickle down to the lowest, they execute those things. So if you have formulated wrongly, they will implement wrongly, they will execute wrongly. So but if you formulate rightly, they will implement rightly, they will execute rightly. So you formulate, you implement, you execute. So the enforcement is in the middle. The operationalization is in the bottom. The insight, the guideline is from the top. And so that is how performance flows from the top to bottom, from bottom to top. So in the end, the business success is a function of the board effectiveness, of the team integration, of individual competencies. So when the board is wrong, when I say board, I mean leadership, management plus the board. Once they formulate and give a wrong oversight or wrong strategy, it's like direction. If you give a wrong direction, they follow it. And so organization must understand that success does not exist in isolation. without the integration of all the components from individuals to team and then to the board. In fact, we have established that the greatest percentage of corporate success doesn't come from the bottom. It doesn't come from the middle. It comes from the top. You know why? Because the middle and the bottom don't formulate strategies. They don't give direction. They only execute what you give. So the moment is just like a mold. Wrong mold can produce thousands and one products. The product is shaped by the mold. Right? So once the mold is wrong, the product will be wrong. So the mold is the top. The mold is the management. The mold is the direction. So if you formulate wrong strategies and you cascade it, the bottom will execute wrong thing. If you formulate rightly, they are also going to execute rightly. So anytime there's a problem with performance management, we always come down to the bottom and say, it is you. No. It comes from the top. It ends and begins with the top. It means the top is responsible for formulation. And they are responsible for oversight, tracking. And they are responsible for reflecting whether what is executed is in tandem, where there's a gap, they have to realign it. So as a business owner, you have the responsibility to check through the performance management, indicators. And more importantly, when do we measure performance? That's a problem. Some people think that, we're going to wait till the end of the quarter or end of the year. No. Medical scientists have argued that most patients die not because of the ailment, but because of lack of early intervention and detection. So when you wait for performance, poor or good one, to thrive for a long time before you intervene, there'll be a problem. When it is good, it means you comment and you continue the path. When it is wrong, you quickly intervene. You correct, you give feedback, you intervene, you support, you change direction. So for businesses in the current dispensation, you don't wait till the end of the year. Managers give tracking. They do tracking every day and they give weekly feedback, progressive feedback. And by month end, they do at least comprehensive feedback for a whole month performance. And so when you come to quarterly, it's a consolidation. Quarterly is a consolidation of month 1, month 2, month 3, not from the blues. So by the time you are saying, I'm waiting for the end of the year to consolidate, you are bringing a patient that is almost there to the hospital. The doctor can't do anything. They say, well, you are now reactive. Your performance management is reactive. We call it counterproductive. It's coming, but it's too late. So why did you bring this patient when the cancer was little? Why did you bring the patient? We're just waiting. Waiting for what? You are bringing the person where he's half dead. The same thing to why are you bringing performance of somebody where it has accumulated for 6 months, 3 months, 9 months? And you're now waking up to say he's been doing like that for 9 months. You'll be incubating poor performance. It's too late. Whatever you're going to bring is a counterproductive, intervention. So by month 1, you say, hey, Oga, you're not doing well here. He quickly adjusts. You are helping him and you're helping the system. But by you keep it for 3 months, 6 months, 4 months, 1 year, it's late. What are you going to do? You're not going to say, Oga, following your 12-month what? 12-month what? Why don't you see that and communicate in month 1? Why don't you see that and communicate in month 2 and month 3 so that you can quickly help him, let him change direction, let him change focus, let him not continue in poor performance that will not going to add value to the system and to himself. Why are you allowed to waste your business time and wasting his own time too? So we don't wait for poor performance to incubate. We intervene, we provide early intervention. Medically, early interventions, that's why we recommend visit your hospital so that early diagnosis helps to quickly intervene. The same thing in business. Early intervention helps to set the direction right. Thank you so much. I look forward to engaging more on how we can strengthen, consolidate, and build business. In the end, it's going to show you naira and cover, customer retention, customer satisfaction, employees growth. Thank you so much. Bye.